Hi friends, welcome back. I have a little bit of a fun thing to announce today. It's really little. Maybe it'll be insignificant for a lot of you, but for me, it's kind of a big deal. So let me get ready really quick. I'm just here at my makeup table, trying to get ready, and then I will be right back with you and I will tell you what my fun news is. And then we'll start our day. I'll be right back. Face done, ready to go, but not late. I've got to go to an ultrasound. No, not pregnant. If you've been following along, I'm actually getting my thyroid tested today. Not tested, scanned by an actual doctor. I've had these done 3 times now by the technicians at the place where they're made. Anyway, la-di-da, you already know that. But we already have our 1, 2, 3, 4th victim to the cold, correct?
Yeah.
Chelsea is our 4th victim with
Always
getting this nasty sore throat cold. So she is home from school today. Ashley went back yesterday, you saw that. Now Chelsea is home and she's old enough she can stay alone, and I'll be gone for about an hour or so. Okay, you're gonna go back to bed?
Yeah.
I never get this one on camera, so it's only when she's sick.
Yeah.
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 Okay, look up things for Christmas or something
Yeah.
while you're laying in bed. You have to? Oh, you drew that? Here, you wanna show them?
Sure.
I know, put the camera there. Oh, put the picture down. Yeah, pick up the camera. She's such a goober. She's such a good little artist. She doesn't feel well, so she's just been sitting here drawing.
Scribbles
To an actual drawing. You're really good. You get back in bed, okay? Imaging went well. It's interesting because I have it in my notes that I found out that I needed to have my thyroid checked because I've had other scans done. So it's interesting to have that conversation with people and the imaging tech. I'm trying to find my phone. We're gonna call Chelsea really quick and ask her if she wants a smoothie or like I've gotten, everyone so far that has gotten sick with this little throat thingy has wanted a smoothie or a milkshake, and the cold like really helps their throat, and that's like good calories. I just need to like get them calories. I don't know if she's gonna answer Ashley's iPad. Chelsea's iPad is not new enough to update, so I can't call her on her iPad. Okay, that didn't work. So then we try, then I go to her Alexa, see if I can communicate, drop in Chelsea's Echo. See, Chelsea and Ashley's Echo. I love technology if she answers. Chelsea?
What?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good.
I'm about to come home. Do you want a milkshake or a smoothie or something?
Sure.
Which one?
Smoothie.
The strawberry or the pineapple mango?
Strawberry.
Strawberry? Okay. I'll grab that and I'll be home, okay?
Can I have nuggets too? Just like.
Try and see if you can eat.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get them for you.
Thank you.
That's it? That's all you want? You're the only one who's wanted to eat.
Well, Abby couldn't because she wasn't really.
Yeah, it was really sore, huh?
Yeah. Ashley just didn't try.
She's not good at eating anyway.
Yeah.
You're my eater. All right, I'll grab some for you. I'll be home. Oh, I didn't call your school. I gotta call your school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
Goodbye.
So I'm gonna go get her some lunch, I guess. Here you go.
Thank you.
Oh, I'll get your straw. How you feeling?
Tired.
You're still coloring?
Yeah. I went upstairs for a little bit and then just.
Good. Have we checked for fever again?
No.
Have you checked for fever again? Let's try that again. She felt really warm this morning, but the temperature was only like 98. So far, she's literally following the same path as everyone else. And here's your smoothie straw. All right. Wow, this is like really bad light. I don't know if it's gonna be better if I turn the light on. All right, I guess so. So I have been sitting here on the computer, you can't see it on the screen, trying to figure out where to order holiday cards. And I remembered I never told you what our news was today. And it seems so dumb maybe to you guys, but it's kind of a big deal to me. I signed up for a P.O. box so that you guys can send us stuff. Cards, letters, if you want a little, you know, like with Ashley, like getting 3 casts. I know some of you probably wanted to send her a little get well card, or I just know some of you well enough to know that that's something that you might want to do. Or maybe you want to have us send you a Christmas card, which that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get our holiday cards ordered, even though we haven't taken our photo yet. My hesitation on sending Christmas cards in the past is that like I didn't want to put my return address on there because that's not safe, but I also don't know if I can send out 50 cards without having a return address on it. I don't know. Then I want you guys to be able to send us a Christmas card if you would like to do that, because we want to create a wall of Christmas cards from you guys this holiday season. And my kids were all like, well, we have to, you know, display them. Like the teenagers said, if you guys send us cards, like we have to display them here in the house. The P.O. box will be down in the description if you want to send us a card or whatever you want to do. And you don't have to. You're under no obligation to do so, but I've always just wanted to be able to do it, but I needed to have the channel itself fund that P.O. box. It's always a big thing. Everything that it costs to have this YouTube channel has to be funded by the channel. So I finally am getting paid on a regular basis, so I can actually go ahead and pay for that out of the channel. So you guys helped pay for the P.O. box to send cards to. Go ahead and check that out if you would like to send us a Christmas card. If you want one from us, you're gonna have to send us your address. I don't really want you guys to have to post your address in the comments because that's obviously like not private at all. So if you want to have us send you one, go over to my Instagram. It's still Dayna Creates over on Instagram, and you can send me a private message, a DM, and you can send me your address that way, and I will, as soon as we get our holiday cards, I will send you one. And I'm trying to find funny ones. Last year we had a funny one, and I've been like literally searching funny holiday cards, like, because it's been a year, so we kind of want to like remember that. It is not so merry and bright. This year is not so merry and bright. But on a different note, I am about 30 minutes away from getting on a video call with some of you. We're gonna get on a video call with Lydia and Nick, the couple that we met in Hawaii. They are subscribers here on our channel, and we got to know them a lot more when we were on our trip, and we have chatted back and forth, and so we're gonna do a video call with them tonight. That's gonna be really fun, but it's gonna kind of take up the rest of my evening, and the kids are gonna have to get themselves to bed, and I might call it good with this video. Maybe if Lydia and Nick wanna be featured on the channel again, I can show them on the video chat to you guys to show that we're doing that. Like Jason's rushing home from work right now to be able to get home in time for it. And also, thank you, Pat, for telling me that you are more than happy to get a shout out on the channel, because you guys are a part of our life now. Like, we talk about you and we thank you for like sending your wishes to the kids when they get hurt or good things happen, or, you know, fun homecomings or whatever. You are like part of our conversations, and I just want people here on the channel to know that you guys, you know, mean something to us. So Pat, hello, wishing you the best as we head into the holidays, and we might call it quits, but maybe you'll see Lydia and Nick. Oh, there's my fish. I have fish cooking. So, all right, I gotta go. Gotta go eat my dinner. Maybe we'll see you, but if not, have a good night. Well, that took a turn tonight. 2 things. First, I'm gonna call you out, Nick. You fell asleep. So we did not do our friend call with Lydia and Nick tonight. I'm trying to put my thing down so my neighbors don't see me sitting here. So we did not do the voice or the video call tonight. And then right about the time we would have been doing the video call, I just got an alert on my phone that my results were in from my ultrasound today for my thyroid. I think I'll just insert a little clip here of my dad talking about it. I called him because I don't want to be emotional or not knowing what questions to ask when I either talk to my doctor on the phone. Hopefully she'll call me tomorrow. I wanted to understand it from my dad. He's a doctor, and I just needed to like hear the terminology, hear the scenarios, hear the like possibilities from him and understand it and maybe take notes or whatever and ask questions so that I can like go to my doctor and be a little bit more informed, I guess. So I'm gonna insert a clip right here of my dad talking about it a little bit, and then I'll come right back and chat.
You have to wait until you get a biopsy and maybe even doing a radioactive scan to see if there's a node in there that's behaving differently.
Right. But they would be able to biopsy that and decide that? Oh
yeah, right. The biopsy technique is a needle biopsy. They know a little area of the skin and poke a needle in there that makes a little core of the thyroid area. Mm-hmm. They do it under ultrasound guidance, so they know they're in the right spot. It's usually just under sedation, you know, an outpatient kind of a procedure.
Yeah.
And with the local anesthetic and so on, so it's not a general procedure at all.
Right.
And so knowing what the histology, knowing what the tissue is like, is really the next step.
Yeah.
I think you're about as early on in this course as you could possibly be. You've been getting excellent care. Mm-hmm. You know, and so certainly you've not overlooked anything. Nobody's overlooked anything. It's just a matter of being extra cautious at this point. Mm-hmm. That report that you just read me said that the lymph nodes in the area that would normally drain the thyroid are not enlarged, and so there's not any indication that there's anything growing in there.
Okay.
And so I think just kind of approach it calmly and say, okay, well, this, dang it.
Okay.
Stick a needle in my neck.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing, I'm not worried about that. I guess I'm worried about the results of that. So if it is, even whether it's cancerous or not, there's a possibility that they would want those nodules taken out or a part of the thyroid taken out, correct?
Right. The thyroid cancer is a very, very slow growing cancer. Uh-huh. Okay. And is not prone to metastasize. It's just it tends to be more of a problem of producing too much hormone or not enough. You know, crowding out the normal producing portion of the gland. So, being very cautious, making sure that you really know exactly what you're dealing with. I think that's the next step.
Yeah. Okay.
So, on it, it's not, you know, it's not something you really plan for.
No. In fact, the technician that first spotted it when I did this, like the model scans, yeah. She said she had her thyroid taken out for the same reason.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. And that's why she spotted it. She knew instantly, like, you need to go get this checked. I've had this happen to me, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know, it's just annoying to have.
Okay. So we chatted and he kind of filled me in. And I'll obviously like update later on what actually comes to play. Scenarios are, well, I'll just explain. So they did find nodules on my thyroid. They are enlarged. They are, I don't know all the terminology, but they are questionable. And they need to biopsy at least 2 of them, if not more. And so, because there's so many of them. And once they biopsy them, then they make, this is all from my dad, then they make the decision, do we just take out the nodules? Do we take out the thyroid? Do we take it all out? And that requires surgery. The biopsy is just needle prick, get a sample taken out, and then they send it to the lab. The nodule surgery, thyroid removal, that's most likely outpatient recovery for a couple days. Very easy resurgery in terms of recovery and whatnot. Even if one of the nodules or the thyroid turns out to be cancerous, they can remove the whole thing. And it's not even, as far as my conversation with my dad, it's not even anything beyond that, because they can remove everything. And I'm catching it so early, and this type of cancer, if it was a thyroid cancer nodule, is so slow growing that I probably just barely caught it. It just probably started growing. And so I caught it extremely early. And I don't know a lot of the details beyond that of cancer and all that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to scare myself. We'll kind of cross that road when we get to it. But my dad said my mom, and I knew my mom had gone through this right before she passed away. She has the opposite thyroid problem that I do. I'm hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's, and my mom, I think, is hyper. She does not produce the thyroid stimulating hormone. And so, anyway, all the moms are texting me about getting their kids vaccinated. She needed to either have her thyroid taken out and then go on thyroid therapy, basically medication. Hang on one second. Is this an update to your Christmas list? Go shower. I will look at this after your shower.
Wait.
Go shower. I'm gonna finish talking and then
Wait.
I'm hoping you're out of the shower. Anyway, so she had the choice of either having her thyroid taken out so that you remove all options of possible cancer, or you have radiation treatment done to it to shrink it and eliminate it. That way you have a very small chance of it coming back and being cancerous. Given how she passed away and the decision we had to make as a family to not have her have to go undergo surgery to sustain her life. I haven't really explained that. It's kind of private with our family, but she does not deal with having surgeries and anesthesia. She knew later in life that she was losing a lot of life every time she had to have surgery. And so she opted to not have her thyroid removed. She opted to just do the radiation treatment. She was radioactive for 7 days. My dad had to stay away from her, but it had worked and it was fine. But then probably a month later, she passed away from something completely different. But so it kind of does give me hope for like multiple options that are out there. And I'm going into a conversation with my doctor, whether it's in person or a phone call, a little bit more educated and understanding of what the situation is. So I'm just not like a bawling mess, not knowing what to ask. So took a different turn of events today, but I kind of, in the back of my mind, whether I knew and understood some of those details that my dad explained to me today, I kind of knew that that was the scenario we were gonna be in. No one's gonna tell you that there's a nodule on your thyroid if they're not worried about it. Let's just be real. So I'm not emotional about it right now. I might be when we decide what the next step is. I don't know, I can't say. That is where I'm going to end with you guys tonight, and I'm trying to convince this one.
I will take a shower.
But you're on my phone, still looking up things for your Christmas list.
No.
It is 7:30, you need to go to bed. You think because you're cute you don't have to do this, but you do. And it takes you longer because you still have a cast on. Okay, I'm gonna end with you and go be a parent.
No, it's not harder.
Jason's home, but he has a raging headache, so I think he's already showered and climbing into bed to just watch TV from bed because he's just not feeling well. So he doesn't even know any of this has happened to me because I've been in here on the phone this whole time with my dad. Oh, one more quick thing, I'll end on this. It's a cute little story of my dad talking about working at the health department where he lives. He did not renew his medical license a couple years ago, probably about 5 or 6 years ago. Maybe it's been even longer. But he loves to help the medical community in whatever way he can. And so with COVID happening, he went ahead and volunteered and as one of the assistants to help with people within the health department. And he was one of the people that, here's the line and this is where you go and go down and get your shot. And that's what he's been doing this whole time for the past whatever years since we've been getting the vaccine. And today he said that there's so many kids that he didn't need to escort people. Anyway, I'll let you listen to that cute little story from my dad. He was so excited to see so many kids there. And that's how I'm gonna be. And I wish I was gonna be able to go to a clinic and see that many people, but I'm not. I'm just gonna go to one spot tomorrow, and my friend is going to give us the vaccine herself, which I'm gonna get a hug from her, thank her for that. And I think it's neat that all of us, yes, every one of, I don't know, I'm gonna get emotional again, and I'll probably do it again tomorrow. This one friend of ours has given every single one of us our vaccine, which is pretty amazing that someone we personally know was able to give us the vaccine. Don't you think?
Oh yeah, she's a champ. She's an amazing person.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I know she says that she's just doing her job, but how many people can say that their friend gave them the vaccine for this?
Yeah, no, she's an amazing woman. Her family's super
She's
cute.
taking extra time. I know she has the day off because I saw her out walking her dog this morning, and she doesn't do that on days that she has to work. So she's doing all this on her day off, trying to help us. get it scheduled. We're waiting on the shipment. She said the shipment's not here yet. So she's like, pending the
I want to throw a party for her.
I know. She won't let us, though.
No, well, we do a surprise her. It's called surprise party.
I know, but she already got mad about it. Anyway,
It's...
we're going to go. Listen to my dad's cute little story, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.
The shot clinic, the actual nurse stations where they give the shots is clear on the back end of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're walking about 200 feet from the front desk area through hallways that make five turns.
Yeah.
Okay, and so they've got these big long runner rugs that they've got and had printed with black background with big giant yellow arrows.
Yeah.
3 big arrows. Okay, and they've laid those out in the hallway so you can just kind of follow the arrows down the hall. But when back 3 times ago, they started having the traffic control guy, which is me, the volunteer, actually walk people down those hallways.
Yeah.
Instead of letting them just follow the arrows, they actually escort them all the way down to the shot clinic, right?
Right.
Well, yesterday when I got there, the lady that was orienting me, the health department lady, she said, "Okay, now, guy, this time I want you to just get a chair down there in the shot clinic, and I want you to just direct the people as they come in to one of the 6 different stations that we have giving shots, and 2 of them are the National Guard guys that can only give the COVID shots, and the other 3, then there are 5 of them. The other 3 people can give both COVID and the influenza. So we're doing influenza and COVID.
Right.
Okay. And also we're doing kids.
Yeah.
So we're getting a third of the smaller dose, right?
Right.
So it was, and there was one lady down there that was full-time drawing up syringes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never stopped,
Just
probably.
The entire 3 hours that I was there was somebody sitting there filling syringes with vaccine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it was. So I was just sitting there, and these people would just come out, family after family after family. All right.
Yeah.
With these little kids in tow, And then of course the little kids, since it was their first dose, they needed to sit and wait for 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, you have a lot of.
So there's a room right next that they had set out 5 of the long tables, and they put craft paper on the tables
For them to color.
and crayons, bunches of crayons, and then they had a big screen TV on the wall that had cartoons going.
Aww.
So it was just like a play place. So there must have been a dozen or 2 kids almost constantly.
Yeah.
Laughing, carrying on, running around, drawing. It was just bedlam. But it was all kind of happy stuff, except for the kids that occasionally would come in kind of crying, worried they were going to get a shot.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear even one child that was crying, so worried, say, ouch.
Right.
They didn't even notice it.
No, you don't feel it.
They're using the tiniest little needles. They only were anxious if they saw the nurse with the syringe getting close to them.
Right.